Going on the national level, we want to bring up Congresswoman Sheila Jackson.
This is an important announcement that we're making today, and the emphasis is that the stimulus dollars are to be in the hands of the people of the United States of America. That's what the GPC represents, now almost 2 decades plus, outreaching to minority businesses to ensure that they are engaged. Let me thank the various representatives, the local representatives of some of the recipients of these funds. And as was mentioned just before me, the whole new attitude and change with respect to the Small Business Administration is one that members of Congress and the President of the United States advocated for. The stimulus provides a new amount of money of $730 million to SBA and makes a number of changes to the agencies. In addition, the new policy for banks and allowing small businesses to have access to capital is if you're loaned $1, you must lend $1. Just 2 weeks ago, we met with investment bankers, the FDIC, Fannie Mae, and Freddie Mac in Washington, D.C. to again emphasize the importance of utilizing small and minority businesses in the distribution of TARP monies and TALF monies. And so there'll be a new attitude on how we will be working with the financial institutions. The other aspect of it is to ensure that capital is available to nonprofits, faith institutions, and small businesses. This is close to a $800+ billion stimulus with about $350 billion more coming through the TARP program. Those dollars collectively are to create an economic engine. I think the SBA aspects was mentioned, but I do want to break it down a little bit more because we're business persons. $375 million for temporary fee reductions or eliminations on SBA loans and increased SBA guaranteed shares, and that was a 90% provision. $255 million for a new loan program to help small businesses and meet existing debt payments, which I think is very, very important. That allows you to meet payroll. $30 million for expanding SBA's microloan program, enough to finance up to $50 million in new lending and $24 million in technical assistance grants to microlenders. $20 million for technology systems to streamline SBA's lending and oversight process, and I can tell you that that has been an angst with members of Congress and with the small business community. $15 million for expanding SBA's surety bond guarantee, another issue. When you do business with the federal government, whether you are getting it as a grant or in conjunction with a joint venture, the bonding and the surety issues are serious, and that has been one of the hampering aspects to doing business with the federal government by small businesses. $25 million for staffing up to meet demands for new programs. That's giving the SBA new staff. $10 million for the Office of Inspector General, and for those businesses who are getting stimulus dollars, please be well reminded that these are federal dollars. There is a requirement that you need to meet. Metro is here, and I have been in the mix of fighting to ensure that they get their fair share of stimulus dollars, but I think the key, and I know John will speak, and let me put it on the record, there should not be any amount of federal dollars going to Metro or the airport where there is not a sizable, responsible response to the minority, women-owned, and small business community. We're not there yet. As much as they talk about numbers, citing numbers, I don't believe that we're where we need to be. Small business is the churning of the economy. And let me just suggest, small business includes minority radio stations. It includes minority print media. It includes minority bloggers and women-owned bloggers. It includes service persons who may be doing your catering. It includes those who can put down concrete, who can move utility lines, those who can design professional services, accountants, lawyers, architects. The question has to be, have we met the fullness of our goal? I just came from my office, as I conclude, meeting with a team that has come in from Virginia to meet with me and to try and produce a solar manufacturing company here in Houston, Texas. We're the energy capital of the world. We should be the seamless energy capital of the world. Oil and gas, solar, biofuels, alternative energy, like that, they're going to be looking for federal dollars. Everybody is looking for federal dollars. The president is glad that we are looking for federal dollars. But the message of the United States Congress and the message of this president is that this must be not a trickle down, but a trickle up. Get to the folks on the bottom so that they can trickle up, so that they can grow future solar engineers, which is what this company is representing to me. They want to educate middle school youngsters to be able to then move into this industry, which I expect is going to be huge and dominant in the years to come. So if you are a sole proprietor, if you're an individual with a nonprofit, that's what I mean when I say the president wants the money to get legitimately in the hands of people and see a change in this community. And I guess I came here to be the mean businesswoman because we are taking in reports from around the country for each state to show us what kind of jobs they created with stimulus dollars. The GPC is going to help us, I hope, move Texas numbers up. Our numbers are not anything right now to be particularly shining about. Our numbers are not, on the projects that have been selected, are not high enough. They're not generating the numbers of jobs created. We will have oversight hearings in the United States Congress to look at this money and see what states have been fiscally responsible and been good custodians of this money. One of the connections to developing small businesses and making sure stimulus dollars are unified or used and unified throughout the community is training. And again, sometimes that is not thought of as an aspect of stimulus. And I'm very glad that we have been working with Metro for almost 2 years to create a state-of-the-art training program which has a benefit: train and go to work, which sometimes people will train and have no job to go to. And so the importance of the work that my office has been doing with Metro, and this has started under the former Mayor Lee Brown, continued under Mayor White, and I thank the City of Houston, is to focus on getting people back to work. That small business component, because the people they may be working for are small businesses who ultimately will be working to help build us, again, a state-of-the-art, internationally classed mobility system. So the next step will be, of course, the work that our investment companies, small investment companies, and property managers and others will participate in the overhaul of our financial system, the getting rid of toxic assets, and the kind of work that some of our financial businesses will be able to do here as well. So the question is, we want this to be as wide as the ocean and as deep as the ocean in terms of the involvement of our small and minority business community and women-owned business community. Again, thank you.
This is a quick recap. On the 22nd of April, we're going to have forums that are IT forums, construction forums, engineering forums. NASA's going to have a forum. You can go to HoustonGPC.com to get the details of that as well. On the 23rd, we'll have the actual exhibit hall will open up, and it will also have the luncheon. And the way our luncheon is going to be here this year, as opposed to an individual speaker, it's going to be a moderated forum, and the individuals who are going to be there are going to be the major organizations who are bringing in the major stimulus dollars. And of course, we'll close it up at the exhibit hall as well. So we look forward to seeing everybody on the 22nd of April and the 23rd of April. Thank you very much.
All of our partners who have helped us over the years, and also we have some business owners here, so raise your hands if you're small business owners. A little higher than that, okay, business owners. All right. Thank you guys for coming, and thank you